All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the West Coast Challenge 10-ball event here at California Billiards, brought to you by West State Billiards at weststatebilliards.com. We're going to start this match right now. It's between James ARANAS, who is racking right now, against Omar ALSHAHEEN. From the winner's side, this is a race to 9. This is brought to you by West State Billiards at weststatebilliards.com.
I'll start charging you 20%. Might make some money. I'm making money on it. Yeah, you are.
All right. I was going to be joined also by Kent Davis, so maybe when Eddie Cohen. So maybe when Eddie Cohen shows up, I'll step out of the box and I'll let Chris interrogate him. But for now, it's me and Chris Swart. How you doing, Chris? Good morning.
Good morning. So what do we have on the show today?
We have James ARANAS, Diamond, Double D.
Double D.
Versus from Kuwait, Omar ALSHAHEEN, and he's got his Big Dogs Billiards T-shirt on.
We're gonna have to talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to set him straight.
Yeah, get him a good shirt. Got a little too bright. Well, they get a lot of sandstorms out there, don't they? So that way you can see them.
That's maybe what it is.
There you go.
I will say, however, that Omar has a very vibrant personality. He's a great guy.
Absolutely. He's a nice guy. I've talked to him a few times.
He really is. And
great attitude.
He's kind of like a tourist as well. He shows up, he's got California, San Francisco T-shirt on yesterday and a Cali hat, So
sucker. He's another sucker. Is that what you're
he goes to those tourist spots, right?
We got a sucker.
Wouldn't be surprised if you went to Alcatraz last week.
I have lived here all my life and haven't been to Alcatraz.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't made it.
Time to go.
I haven't made it there yet. I've been in California since I was 7 years old.
I mean, I'm sure it's great, but it's a jail, so I'm sure there's a lot of concrete and some bars.
All right. Well, Omar passes he is a very good player. Went past the 10, and he's got a shot on the 2, I think.
That 6 is covering about a quarter of the pocket. It might swing through there. It's tight. Kind of different. Now we're in 10-ball gear now.
I know. It is a different gear. It is a different gear. I think the 2 does pass the 6, Chris, from this camera angle.
I think we're going to find out. If not, he's going to play safe behind that 6. And
ooh, he used the whole pocket there, didn't he?
There you go.
Uh-oh. Is he out of line here? Rubbed up against the 10. It's pretty close, so he almost got himself in a little trouble there. He's just making sure. He's going to have a referee look at this ball. We're going to wait now for Ken Schumann to just watch this hit. Certainly glad you guys are all tuned in today, and we want you to please share and spread the word about this tournament. We get some people watching these champions. Chris, how many pros did you count in this field, in this 10-ball field? 18 professional pool players out of
62.
62. Field of 62. 64 was
62.
it?
2 of them didn't pay him back out, so he just used them as buys but left their names in.
Chris, these guys are matching. They're color coordinated.
Oh gosh. You gotta turn your TV down a little bit.
Good hit. Thank you, Ken
I
Schumann.
think they were working for the road crew last night, making a little extra money.
Yeah, Caltrans.
They were they were cones. They line them all up. Human cones.
All right, so Omar, he survives that shot with the help of Ken Schumann.
So I don't see too many problems here. I think if he's obviously going to use probably carry him off the 5 to make the 9. So I think he's just going to back this up a little bit, or actually he could follow it a little bit. There's 2 ways to go.
Well, let's see the angle here where he's.
I like using the 5 and using the cue ball to make the 9 here, because that way the 5 goes up into the corner where there's no balls. I think it leaves him an open shot. I think if he goes the way he's looking at right now, he has a possibility of being in trouble with the 5 lining up on the 10 or the 6 and not leaving a shot. Easier to shoot 5 into the 9, but I like the cue ball better. And it looks like he's straight, so it's actually probably, I think he's going to be able to leave the 5 right where it's at. Just roll this up soft.
Yeah, he may have the option for the side or the corner pocket. Oh, he dropped it down.
See, it gets a little funny. And
he is very funny now.
Yeah, and that's the reason why that shot, as easy as it looks, it becomes difficult. I thought he should have used the cue ball. I thought the cue ball was a better move on that shot.
I don't think he can bank this.
Did
he just call the side?
He's calling it. I'd play the 5 down to the bottom rail and send the cue ball up top. I'm surprised he's going for it. But
yeah, I didn't
I think it was
that
a half
had
safety. I think what he was trying to do is he was trying to go both ways and get lucky. Maybe it goes in, but hopefully get a safety down the bottom rail. I don't think he got it though.
He's playing James ARANAS. You need to play more than a half safety against this guy. Did you know that James has come in first place in?
Yeah, but he's got work to do.
Like 9 tournaments this year. First place.
Yeah. I don't see him shooting this, to be honest. That's a heck of a long way to get that cue ball back. So if he's got the angle, he might play the 5 ball up towards the top rail, or try to bank it in the corner and then come back down with the cue ball for the 6. I don't like the angle he's got on the 5. He has to follow. I don't see a draw there. So not only are you going to have to force that 5 into the corner, but you're going to have to make that ball move. And I think that's kind of what he's thinking about, because he's really got to juice this. I mean, if he's got enough room there, I see, and of course, this is a one pocket kind of person in me. I'm looking at that bank into the opposite corner, bringing the cue ball straight down. If he doesn't make it up there, he leaves it on the rail, and most likely he's going to be okay.
Well, I think he can cut it, but I don't. This would be the way I'd shoot it, because I don't want to come back down and hit that 7. Oh, he went for the corner.
He got too much on it. I think he was thinking that was going to hit the 7. I don't think he was going to go. I don't think he was going around that ball. I think he thought he was going to clip that at 7 a little bit. It was a hell of a shot in that pocket, though.
Oh, it sure was. He dug into that cue ball.
Mm-hmm. Especially in a raised position. It's a hell of a shot.
I wonder if James will bank this.
No, I think he's
playing safe.
I think he's got to play safe on this.
Use the 8 ball for cover.
Mm-hmm.
And he got there. I think Omar.
He might have left him a bank. He can see the 6. So I think he can just skin that 6 and go Hopefully around the backside of that 7 and back up to the top of the table. I think he's also got an option of banking this, but I think he's going to play the safety.
Good shot.
So, thinking one rail kick right here, 6 into the side, and just bring the cue ball, hit it good enough to where you bring the cue ball back down where it's at, or put onto the bottom rail. Kind of a controlled kick, if you can say that. Controlled.
Well, the Filipinos, they've got their kicking vocabulary, that's for sure.
Yep, just like that.
Yeah. He was trying to find cover with the 7, and I think Omar has a shot. Will he take it on, and will he make it? It's a very difficult, long, straight shot. Looks good. He hit that very well.
Smooth stroke.
You got to hand it to James. He played a very good kick for what he had. Just a little too much speed, I think. Cue ball leaked out and gave Omar a shot.
He should be out from here.
Should be.
But stranger things have happened.
Want to thank Roy Francisco at Roy's Basement. He's been promoting this match and the other match on TV Table 2 between Dennis Orcoyo and Shane Ramboning. Roy is he is a pivotal person in the pool community right now who has he has dubbed some of his players Roy's Thoroughbreds. And he's sent James ARANAS, Dennis Orcoyo, Ruslan Chinnikov, and Jeffrey DeLuna and Ronnie Alcano here to come and play the West Coast Swing events. And he also likes to put them up for challenge too, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to Roy. Last year we had a phenomenal race to 40 one pocket between Dennis Orcoyo and Tony Chohan called the Big One.
Well, I know Roy's having one dilemma right now.
Which match to watch?
Which match to watch?
Whew.
So you can click on either one. So
Yeah, well,
I'm sure he's clicking back and forth.
hopefully he's got 2 windows open. How about that? That's a way you can do it. I got pictures sent to me yesterday by a couple people that were watching on 2 screens.
Mind blowing.
Mind blowing. Technology. All right, Omar's up 1 game. That's how I like to break. Right in the center of the table. Center ball. Controlled break. Squat the cue ball into the middle of the table. He put a little juice on it, I think.
Amazes me having
Come up
10
dry.
balls, 10 balls on the table, and you come up dry like that
Yeah.
after a break like that. You know. That's where the separation with Shane and a lot of the top players is. They make balls on the break. That's a huge advantage.
Yeah. Well, we saw Shane Van Boening make 6 balls on the break earlier this morning.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Well, I tell you this. Out of every break he made, he didn't have every break. There was no dry break. And only once out of those 9 racks did he have to push.
Uh-oh. Well, he left the table pretty much open here. Little cue ball maintenance?
I guess so. I guess so. I'm assuming then, as long as the players agree, they're able to mark their own ball and give it a clean. We have to remember too. We have a lot of these, a lot of international players, Chris. You know, they're used to their cue ball being cleaned a lot by a referee, or
that's true.
And you know, virtually any time they want that ball cleaned, they can have it cleaned.
It's always good to have clean balls.
Sure is. Wow, he speared that in, didn't he?
That's a tough shot. A lot of people don't realize how hard that is to shoot that ball.
He really keeps very still on the shot, doesn't he?
I don't see any issues here. Hey, he does need to get on that 5. He's on the wrong side of the 4, but I think he's going to straight up and straight back. He might actually try to spin over and make the 5 into the corner.
I think, yeah, I think
might be in the way though.
I think the only issue here is that he does have to go up and down table a few times. But once he gets to once he makes the 6, the 7, 8, come back down for the 9. Yeah, this is one of those.
This is a tricky shot.
This is one of those up and down racks that's making it hard.
This is one of those shots when you're shooting in the side with this angle that you better make sure you hit center.
And he's going to spin off this ball too, probably. Yeah, to create a little angle.
He should be out from here, the way he's shooting. So I'll tell everybody again, if you're in the area, come on down. There's a lot of good players still left in this tournament.
There are. Yeah, this event is free for all spectators. And we've got a cue makers showcase happening.
Beautiful cues.
Beautiful cues
Good
here.
prices. They're ready to make deals.
Yes, they are.
They don't want to take the cues home.
Nope. They want to avoid paying for another night of hotel.
Exactly. So just to let everybody know that the hot seat match is going to go off at 9 o'clock tonight.
Great. Let's hope we can stay on schedule.
We'll be on schedule. We have a light day today. Everything's running pretty smooth. Thanks to Janet Okamoto and Ken Schumann. Makes my job easy.
Yeah, they've done a great job. They always do. Tournament directors. You know what they say, it's hard to find good help sometimes.
Well, these two are always just a call away. I make a call and they're ready to go. They always look forward. Actually, this year, I thought I made a mistake because I'm so used to calling them ahead of time and making sure they're available and ready to go that I didn't do it this year. I guess I had so much other things going on. It's about 3 weeks before the tournament. Made calls and go, you guys still available? No, of course they were.
Okay, so it's 2-0 now, Chris. Is this what would you have thought would be? What would your prediction be for this match if we were to start back from the beginning?
I'm up in the air because I really haven't seen these two play them. I haven't watched them. I know that James has already got his name for himself and he's been playing great. I just haven't seen it. I don't know much about Omar. Just from actually meeting him this weekend and watching. To be honest with you, what I've seen from James, I would probably put James 2 to 3 games ahead on this match. But what I'm seeing right now, I might be saying that they're playing pretty even. I think this is going to be a close match. James will make his move. I don't see this being a blowout at all. I think that James will have his chance here pretty soon.
Well, so far, from the winner's side, Omar has defeated Chris McDaniel, Jared Williams, Billy Thorpe, and he's now playing James. James gets to this match by way of Eitan Mizrahi, Tony Chohan, and Jeff DeLuna. So both players have actually had a bit of an uphill climb to this point.
This winner side match? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I see the crowd's getting a little bigger and bigger. The audience is starting to come in, filing in slowly. All waking up from being here last night.
I guess they all heard you 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
There's a line at the front door, and they're all trying to get in.
They jumped on their brooms and flew here.
Yeah. You said, come on down. They listen.
Come on down. Stop watching your TV and come on down. Watch it live.
You could be like Jay Helfert and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You know, you got the Auto Mall Parkway down the street, too.
This is true. Right.
Do some car shopping.
I tried to talk him into going to Yosemite today, but it might be out of his range right now. Beautiful place to go to if nobody's ever been there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he got away with that, huh?
Well, actually,
he's got to nip it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of you can see of it, but it's a touchy shot right here.
I tell you what, if Omar would have hooked him on that shot, this would have been a very difficult ball to hit. But
well, I think he's got to skin it, but he's got to hit it hard and get it up there by that 8 ball. I think he needs to come around that.
Mm-hmm. We'll see the one probably. Well, no, he's hitting it real soft and thin.
Well, you can see it.
Yeah,
you can see an edge of it. Obviously, I don't think he's cutting it. Now, if it was Jason Shaw, this is a gimme. And just cut
come
it right
on,
in.
Jason wouldn't cut this. I think.
Yeah, out of your mind. I've seen him cut a ball like that with his one eye closed.
With his other eagle eye. 5 and 7 are tied up too, so it's not like It's not like
Yeah,
a
I think that's
big
gonna
race
come
to
out.
get to the one ball.
Right.
You still have some tactical challenges ahead.
Yeah, and I don't see a combo on the 10. It doesn't look feasible anywhere.
Where's this going now? It's good, but I don't think he wanted to be on the rail.
Well,
How much angle does he?
I think
He
he's
has
going to make
almost
this.
no angle.
Yeah, I think he's just going to make this push up a little bit.
Take what the table gives you, Chris.
I can't see if that 5 is clear. I don't think it is. So I don't know if he wants to make this. He might actually try to get the cue ball behind the 8 ball here and bring the 3 ball back down. Hard shot.
It might be a smart shot to play. Some kind of safety. But
And unless he's going to bang this and go 2 rails and try to break out that 5-7. That's a tough shot, though. Yeah, he got it. I think he did okay. He got a good roll there. So
yeah, kind of inconsequential.
That 8 ball's coming in play right here.
The bridge is coming into play too.
So I see him cue ball behind the 8. Oh, got a double kiss there.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Look at this.
Oh, might set up a 10 ball here, huh? A little too far.
No.
A little too far.
He could break out. Play this with a little bit of reverse. Stun off the 5.
Hey.
And come up table. I don't know if that's the way he would hit this, though. He did. Oh, no. Now he's out of the pan and in the fire. He'll probably play safe here.
So I see another safety coming in here. Sliding behind the 5. Well, that's interesting. I thought he'd just slow roll right behind the 5 and stick him right behind that 8. I think that 8 ball is going to come back and play again. Oh, no, the cue balls. I'm sorry. I saw the 9 ball. I thought that we had a good angle there. I think he shoots this. I think he's got to cut it. It's makeable. Prediction, if he makes this, I think he's out, but it almost looks like he's banking it. Okay. Well, that actually makes everything look good. Makes the 7, it's got perfect angle for the 9, and back to the 10. So that came out pretty well.
We got Mike San Pedro.
Oh, no.
Did
I'm
he
surprised he went for the side. He went to the side on that shot.
He did?
He did. I thought he was going to go for the corner. Well, that was a surprise. Well, I think he's banking.
Well, that cue ball's frozen to the rail, isn't it? Did he miss cue, or was that a safety?
Well, he was attempting to make a safety there. That's why I think I would have went for the bank on there. Be honest with you, it wasn't that bad. And if he makes it, he's got shape on the 8. If he misses it, he pushes it back out to the center, where Omar just missed it. So he keeps giving him the table back, and the way these guys play, you can't keep doing that. You're gonna lose games.
Look how straight he is on this 8.
Yeah, he could leave it right there. He just stopped the cue ball right there. He's got a perfect angle on the 9. He can come across for the 10. So I expect him just to stop the cue ball right there and shoot the 9. I don't see any other shape here.
Oh, what a stroke. Wow. What a stroke. Omar ALSHAHEEN. Making it look easy and making it look fancy.
All right, well, I'm going to say this. I thought that shot was the wrong shot. Now, is he going to get out on this? Yes, but I think he was lucky enough to get that cue ball all the way back where he could make it in the side.
Yeah.
I think he took a chance. He got away with it, but I think that was an unnecessary chance he took there. Too good of a shooter to just not leave that cue ball right where it was and shoot that.
And give what the table, take what the table gives you. Yeah.
Of a shot.
Well,
but what do
Chris?
What do I know? He won. So.
He's on
3-0.
Yeah, he is on 3-0.
I think the issue is I don't think James has the speed of this table down. I think they've been playing on the other tables in the room, and that are a little bit faster than these tables are. And it seems like everything he's shooting is just a little slow. So he's not getting his safeties like that last one came up short.
Yeah. Solid
I like
break.
his break. He's got a good break.
He does have solid break. That's the way I like to break. That's exactly the way I like to break. I learned that from Dennis 2 years ago, West Coast swing. Here at California Billiards.
Well, a lot easier to control your cue ball and bring it in the center of the table instead of using English to put your cue ball where you want it. I think he's looking pretty good here. Three ball, I do not believe goes by the 5. I could be incorrect. Wow. How about soccer, man? 2-2 Russia right now in Croatia.
Oh, no kidding.
And in overtime, or did they score and win? I'm sorry. I see 2-2 and 117, so I'm seeing a lot of dancing. No, 2-2.
Yeah.
And what's funny is 75% of the people that are in here never watch soccer. They only watch it every 4 years.
Yeah. We got a small handful, that are like, they came to watch the World Cup, which is great too. You've got the World Cup package going on your TVs here. FIFA?
FIFA. I call it FIFA.
FIFA.
Oh, look out.
Hey, he's fine. little rough, but it could be okay. Well, how's he going to get on this 4? Roll forward.
Well,
maybe,
as long as he can make the 3, well, that'd be.
Okay.
He's not going to get on the 4.
Okay, well, I tell you what, he's just opened the door for James, and it's 3-0.
Yeah, he's going to make something happen here.
So it's time. It's time for James to show up to the match. This guy has won so many events in the past year. Seven first-place ranking events. Just won the Asian Culture Day event, the 10-ball event over there, the MCC 2018 MCC event. The Pro-Am Bar Box Championship at the Super Billiards Expo. The Scotty Townsend Memorial 9-ball Tournament. The Barry Bourbon Memorial 9-ball Tournament. Maryland State 9-ball Tournament. The 12th Annual Bob Stocks Memorial Tournament. First place in each event.
That's a good little streak right there. Good little streak.
And, you know, Roy Francisco tells me he's been winning cash games as well. And,
so the big one was the Cultural Day one.
the Asian Culture Day. Well, yeah, and that was played on 9-foot tables. Nice young man too. I like the way he, his demeanor at the table, and seems to be have a lot of good sportsmanship. Roy Francisco tells us that he's actually running out of room in his basement for trophies. The trophies just keep piling up. What with Ruslan Chinnikov, Dennis Okoye, and James ARANAS' trophies, he needs a bigger basement now.
Well, maybe he needs to talk him into doing belts. Easier to put on the wall than trophies.
Maybe he just needs to open up Ray's Pool Hall.
Nah, he'd lose money doing that.
That's right. More belts. More belts.
not a good
He can
idea.
open a belt company.
A belt company.
Isn't it funny, Chris, how Roy brought that belt for the One Pocket King event, the big one?
Uh-huh.
And since that time, we've seen more belts on
he started
Facebook.
He started a craze.
He started a whole thing with everybody now wanting to use a belt.
A belt. So I think the next challenge
Which I think
match,
is great.
the next
It's cool.
challenge match that we do here, maybe we do a cup or something.
A
We'll do
polo or
yeah.
something.
How about
a jacket? A winner's jacket.
A gold bar. I'd like to see a lot of gold bars out there.
Yeah.
If everybody wants to follow suit.
A magic Bitcoin. I like the player's jacket.
Well, the belt was cool. I like the idea.
The belt was
It
awesome.
was a beautiful belt.
Yeah, it is a beautiful belt.
I wonder who's got that right now. So it's got to be in his basement, right? Because Dennis won the second
Dennis
one.
won the second one. Got the belt back.
Got the belt back.
You know, I went up to Tony the other day. I said, bro, you should just play the third match. Just play it for the belt, bro. He laughed at me. I said, just put 500 on the light and play it for the belt.
Play it for the belt. Hey, that belt's worth some money, I'm telling you.
Dude, that belt wasn't cheap.
Belt.
No.
That wasn't a cheap belt. WWF be happy to have one of those belts.
Oh yeah. I hope he comes to Freezers. He's trying to think of a reason to come.
Bring the belt so we can show off the belt.
Yeah.
Problem is, cost him extra $50 in luggage. That thing's heavy.
Tell me
as
about
can
it.
be.
It's like 20 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Omar tried to make that ball in the corner pocket.
All right, well, he's
left a shot.
He's left opening again.
Oh, I think the 3-ball. Look at where how is he going to get to the 2? He's got an angle on this 1 where his cue ball is going to go flying.
He's going to go straight up and down unless he plays a safety here. I would go straight up. A little Z pattern.
Come up and down around the 8.
Yeah, I know that sounds crazy, but
it's difficult.
I think that with the kick he's going to get off the 1, trying to make it, it's going to give him that angle to come back down. I think that's the only shot he's got, unless he's just going to play behind the 7.
Forget the 8-ball, he says.
Hard enough. Yep, strap. That's a good shot. Straight up and down.
Yep.
So just watching these two right now, this little bit, the difference I see right now between James and Omar is James has a lot more control with his cue ball than Omar does. Omar seems to be a little, it's controlled, but it's a little all over the place. James controls his cue ball really well.
Despite, Omar's keen shot-making ability,
right?
I would agree with you. Although James has kind of gone offline here a little bit.
Oh, I think he's just got to play behind the 6, or he might have a bank here. I don't think so. I think it's the 3 behind the 6. Come back down behind the 7.
Yeah. A little one-pocket shot. Aye.
Well, I see 2 shots here. Both of them not easy. I think he's got to go long rail and come between the 5-6 and hit the 3. Or short rail. Short rail is a lot tougher. I think he's going to go long rail. He's got enough room to swing in there behind that 5 and 6. Hope that he hits the rail first and kicks that 3 out and gets the cue ball behind the 6 ball. It's asking a lot, but I think that's best case scenario.
Boy. There's a lot of
2 railing?
This is fraught with peril, I tell you. So much can happen here that's not good, yeah.
Well, actually tied it up.
Look at this.
So,
will he bank the 3 now?
No. He's going to just kiss that 3 ball, put it right behind the 5 and play.
That's a 3-foul rule, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, the difference between us mortals and these guys is we would probably get the hook, but these guys are going to get the hook so that
he's going to put it all the way.
So that Omar can't hit this ball.
And he's going to put it on the same rail on the top side.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. Takes away a lot of shots.
He's in trouble on this. There's not
big trouble.
Yeah, I don't see. There's nothing easy here. I don't see anything that. There's nothing clear to come off any rails right now. I mean, not even straight across. He can go behind the 8 and try to curve. Put a little spin on and go between the 8 and 4 and try to nip it, or try to hit it, obviously. I think that's the only spot he can shoot. I don't see anything else. It's either that or just bust those two balls open, take the foul, and make James run out.
Well, he has to play a very good one-rail kick here, is what he's trying to do, and he's got to come
I think he hit the
across.
soft. You spin it a little bit and hit soft. That might do it. Oh, a little harder. Oh, boy. You can't get any
No
closer
rail.
than that.
Gosh.
You can't get any closer than that. And he's going to put him right back in the same spot. Do it again. Same spot, but he's got to watch the speed that he hits this because he doesn't want to open the 3 up behind the 5.
Right. It's not as easy to do the same thing this time.
Right.
He can do it.
But he can, yeah.
Now he's looking at other areas where he can leave the cue ball.
I think he has to put it back in the same spot. Anywhere else up where he's at, there's a 1 rail down on the bottom. It's a little easier to hit. I think he has to put it in the same spot. Make him shoot that again. Even if he hits the 3 into the 5 a little bit harder to push the 5 up a little bit, I think he's still got him locked up.
Yeah, as long as he leaves the cue ball to the side rail.
Does he have to call? You're on tee there, pal.
I believe so. I mean, that's like a generally accepted, BCA, WPA rule that when the incoming player is on 2 fouls, he has to be notified before he shoots.
All right.
Omar just got up to watch this hit.
So he's definitely going to put this in a different spot. He might try to hide it behind the 8.
He hit the
He hit
rail.
rail?
He
He
froze.
did hit rail?
He froze
Okay.
the 3 to the rail, I think.
Well, I think this is an easier hit, to be honest with you.
He can stiff this ball past the 6. And he's calling the 5 to the corner. And this could have backfired on James, who's now down 2 games.
Yeah, I thought he could have done a lot better with that. That's why I didn't like putting him up there on the top rail. It was too easy to get to.
Yeah.
I think if he'd have put him in the same spot, I think he'd have got that one. All right, well, here we go again.
Back to square
Another
one
safety.
here.
Just clip it and put it behind the ball.
He'll mess but problem is, where does he put the cue ball? Oh, he doesn't need to mess, does he?
That didn't sound good. It sounded like he miscued.
Oh my goodness!
I think he miscued on that. That didn't sound right.
Well, he jabbed it. Did you see that kind of jab stroke?
Yeah, but it sounded to me like I heard that clink, which is the reason why you're saying he jumped a little bit or jabbed it, and I think that's why it was created.
Off to the races. Off to the races.
This is, you just got to take the advantage here. Get this game in range. Should be out from here. I'm gonna predict he's out from here.
I was just, as he's shooting this, I'm thinking to myself, how would you like to be like one of the best in the world and basically roomies with 2 or 3 more of the best in the world and just playing pool with those guys every day? It just must be such a unique situation.
I think you'd have to have the right temperament to be able to do that. because I guarantee all three of them are extremely competitive. And so if you don't have the right temperament to understand it, you're not going to be the only one that's in the spotlight all the time.
Yeah.
That's gotta be that's something else that's gotta be difficult to deal with. A
Well,
good point is Bustamante was always right. It was always shadowed by Efren,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. And then you've got like, yeah. How do you live with that? How do you host that? Like, could you imagine being in Roy and Grace's shoes? Must be a lot to handle.
Mm-hmm. I think the uniqueness of what he's got going on there is he's got two veterans that are about the same age, have been playing for many, many years, and then you're bringing up the new breed that looked at those when he was a kid as champions. So for him to be in a stable like that is probably great for him. But sooner or later, and maybe even sooner, he's going to want to make a name for himself.
Sure
and
thing.
not be shadowed by those. But it takes a papa hen and a mama hen to keep that all together.
Oh my goodness,
and
I
if
can
you're
only
talking
imagine.
the right people to do that, they are the right people to do that. Because I guarantee it's not always peaceful. I'm sure there's little squabbles just like any people would do. I think the most difficult part is when it comes to them playing action outside of pool tournaments.
Right.
Who gets to play who and who?
And yeah, and for how much?
Who gets to pick? I'm playing good this month. I get to pick.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know what I mean?
What's James looking at here? He's hooked on this. He can't get to the one. So maybe this is worth pushing. Where to push to, though, is always the question. Can he make it? I don't think so. Looks like he's shooting for it. It held. And he got diamonded. He got Diamond Dominguez.
Diamond. No, come on. That's not Dominguez's fault there.
That's Diamond's fault.
Diamond's fault. Deep shelves, people.
If they could just pull that shelf back about 3 millimeters.
They should crownalize it. Take a grinder. That's what I'm going to do next time he's taking it off. We'll grind it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Put a little...
The slate shave.
I'll pick 2 pockets or pick 1 pocket opposite of the other pocket and have a little groove put in it so it just slides right down.
Yeah.
I don't know why it just goes in that pocket.
The trough.
No, it'll punish you if you do not hit the ball clean. You gotta hit the ball clean. This is new cloth too. I mean, it's been on for about 2 weeks now.
On this particular table.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted it broken just a little bit before they started playing. It doesn't take a long time to break in Simona's 860 HR. It actually breaks in pretty fast. That's why I like playing. That's why I like using it.
I mean, it's with all the competing brands out there, I think the Simonis is still the best cloth.
Hands down.
Especially the HR.
I think second to that would be championship cloth. I have had a couple tables done with their, I think it's tournament,
Oh, have you?
championship tournament,
Okay.
and it's actually pretty. It actually is a comparable cloth, but it's not. It's just not Simonis. There's nothing out there that's like Simonis. At least that I've come across.
Hey, you're one of the few owners that I know. With my experience with other owners in the country, that changes your cloth twice a year, right? Or
Pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to do it every 6 months, but we've been. The cloth has been getting better, so it lasts longer. I think the other big change that I made that has actually helped the cloth is changing to LED lighting. With the fluorescent lighting, it fades the cloth. It makes it. It does hurt the cloth after a while. It changes the makeup of it. With the LED lights, they stay bluer. They look like they're brand new a lot of times. And even I get people that come from out of town that think that the tables just got done with, within a month or two, and it's 8 months old. It's a huge difference. Now that I have some LED over some of the tables, and I have some fluorescent still over some of the tables. I compare them. Even a good example, so last week or a week before last week when Ernesto was doing all the tables, as of right now, you can get up and you can go look at the LEDs, and they look like they just got done, and you go look at where the fluorescents are, and the color is different. It's not as vibrant.
I see.
So they look
I see.
older.
Well, I believe the fluorescents and the LEDs, they definitely have a different heat signature.
Absolutely.
And the shadows on the fluorescent lights are a lot softer and not as harsh as those fluorescent lights can be. Is something that I've noticed.
With the LED light, it's not as blinding. It's a brighter light, but it's not blinding brighter light.
Right.
If you do a fluorescent and you get the same lighting out of a fluorescent, it hurts your eyes after a while. It's blinding. It just seems to be a lot softer, even though it seems a lot brighter. I think it's just color. I think it just keeps the color of the cloth and makes the table look a lot newer, a lot better. And to be honest with you, you see the balls a lot better too. I tend to shoot better with LED lighting than I do with the fluorescent lighting.
Yes, actually, long-term play.
Yeah.
It's actually easier on your eyes, so you don't get as tired as quickly. It's not. It doesn't. It causes less fatigue.
Right.
And it's actually healthier for you.
Well, even
in the long run.
On top of that, instead of it costing 10 cents a day to run a fluorescent, it's costing me half a cent a day to run an LED.
Let's not forget the cost.
and the longevity is also another big key factor.
I know the initial investment is a little more expensive, but in the long run, you are saving so much money and energy, and it's just better for the planet. Players are taking a break. We're going to take a quick break ourselves to thank some of our sponsors. Thanks to Chris Swart again, who's still here with us. The score is currently 4-2. Omar ALSHAHEEN versus James ARANAS. We want to thank West Billiards for working with POVPOOL and the West Coast Swing this year. We'll be right back.
If you have an older table that needs restoration or would like to tighten pockets on a table to make it more challenging, we can handle anything here at Weststate Billiards, from small repairs to full restorations.
WestStateBilliards.com.
Our location is 15,000 square feet with over 300 tables in stock and over 100 tables on display. We feature brands like Diamond, Olhausen, California House, Aramith, Cyclop Balls, Simonis and Championship Cloth, and many more. Call us at 1-800-266-8914.
WestStateBilliards.com.
Hey, this is Tony Kondarian, CEO of Tiger Products in Burbank, California, USA.
We at Tiger Products make the best laminated Q-tips in the world. Known for quality, consistency, and maximum control. Proudly made in the USA. Tiger Tips. The best just got better. To find out more, visit
tigerproducts.com.
Hi, my name is Vaughn Mendoza. I'm the owner and admin of Billiards Boulevard, wherein you can find all your classified pool cue needs and giveaways and much more. Please visit my Facebook group at Billiards Boulevard.
Hey everybody, we're here in Fremont, California at California Billiards. We're playing Behind the Rock mini tournaments. You can come down and see us. It's exciting, it's fun. Jeffrey DeLuna just set a world record, broke 912 reps, playing 198. Come on down and check it out. Thanks, back at you.
Hi, how are you? Good to see you again. Did you have a good fourth?
It was in Vegas, so yeah.
Yeah. Chris told me you guys were out of town. Okay, we're back with Omar ALSHAHEEN and James ARANAS. I want to also thank Go Play Pool, Ramin Bakhtari, GoPlayPool.com, and the Go Play Pool app. You check out the Go Play Pool app for your phone. You can find pool all over the country. You can find out about events, tournaments, and special promotions in the industry. Check out the Go Play Pool app today. Free for your device.
All right, we're back. So it should be an easy win here. Go up 6-3. And it's just that easy. Alright. Oh, it seems like Omar is getting into stroke and feeling comfortable at the table. Let's see if he makes 2 balls on the break. Alright, let's see if he gets 2 balls. Well, it's a big break, but they all went back in pretty much a straight line. Definitely no shot on the 1 ball. So I think he's gonna probably roll up and try to get on this 1 ball. If if he pushes on this, it's easy to play defense on this ball. So I don't think it matters where he puts it, push out wise. I mean, as tight as these are, I think he can take a chance and go 2 rails and behind the 1 ball and try to kick the 1 ball down the table and stick the cue ball up top. So I believe Dennis is on the hill on table 2. I think it's 8-5. Dennis seems to be in run mode. See, I think that's too easy to play safe on. I don't see him giving this back. I think that he'll take this because I think it's easy to play safe on. Now I'm going to guess 1 rail and he's going to stick the cue ball on the backside of the 1. So there's a lot of balls to protect him here. You should 1 rail into the 1. I don't know if I'd try to make this. I think I would just try to kick it up to the top rail and hope my cue ball slides down behind the pile that's in existence. Now he's got a little bit of room here. I think he's got the 2 ball. I think does clear. If it doesn't, no. The 2-8's not too horribly bad. So if the 2 ball goes, he can actually go 2 rails, come back around and try to get onto the 3 ball. He can also draw into the 4 ball, kick the 4 ball away a little bit, have a cut on the 3. Shows 1 rail, gives him the angle to make the 3. Should be able to come out and make the 4 in the opposite corner, underneath the 7. Got a bad roll there. Balls are just not rolling good for James right now. He's getting bad rolls, working through all the garbage that he's got to get through. He looks like he's getting a little frustrated because he moved kind of fast on that. So looking at a 1 rail kick, 4 into the side or the corner. Can choose either one. I think he has to go with this medium speed, maybe get lucky and hook behind the other 3 that are down there. It looks like Dennis is running out on table 2. I believe he's on the hill. Score of 8-5. Alright, looks like Dennis has put Shane on the one loss side, and Dennis will be moving on. And Shane's going to be on the table practicing for 4 hours now. Nope. Nope. So Omar just unfortunately opened up the whole rack here, or all those balls were tied up. I think if Omar makes this 4-ball, this cut, draw back a little bit, he's wide open. He should have this. Game. This is obviously the toughest shot on the table right here. Everything else looks like it's pretty wide open. And he nails it. And got good shape on the 5 to get to the 7. 2 rails up to the 7. 8 1/4. I believe this game is going to be James. So this will be, if he wins this game, we'll be looking at 6-4. Omar in the lead. I'm pretty sure there'll be another match coming up on table 2, TV2. As soon as we get the information, we'll let you know. Alright, James has won this game. And we'll be breaking. And score is 6-4.
are the man. And Geraldine, you are the woman. Chris did a really good job. Chris did an excellent job on the show.
I expect no less.
Huh?
I expect no less.
All right, we have a new matchup coming in for streaming.
If he wants to continue this hobby, he has to have like high caliber.
Oh, it's
We We have an eagle
Everyone was
and a
saying
lion.
this year and last year was like the
So place your bets, ladies
know how
and
to say
gentlemen, an eagle against a lion.
there's
Who
no
do you
more
like?
world champions that show up in fall.
I think he had like 20.
Amazing.
Just gotta get an ESPN 2 in here now.
Huh?
Gotta get ESPN 2 in here.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Please, a little more courtesy for the players playing in the arena, please. Everybody, thank you. we've got the fellow Emerson. Remind me to send you home on some. You guys are getting to work. Yeah. I'll talk to you again. Okay. Yeah.
boy from Ben.
All right, Omar takes it down. It's 8-5. A few critical errors from James in the beginning of this match. Gave Omar a 3-game lead early on. And stick around. Don't go anywhere. The one-loss side is going to start getting played out now. And we're coming up. It's going to be James ARANAS versus Corey Duel next up on this table. And then on TV table 2, you've got Jason Shaw versus Dennis Orcoyo. So don't go anywhere, folks. I want to thank WestStateBilliards.com for sponsoring the West Coast Swing.